Okay, for letter C right here. Now, neither equation has y by itself. So what I want to do on letter C then is go ahead and take that top equation. All I have to do is move that negative 2x to the other side. And to do that, I'm going to add a 2x. And there we go. I now have y by itself. The y-intercept is located at -3. And then the slope is at 2/1. So let's go make our line. Rise over run. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, and so on. We could go down 2, bend left 1. Okay. Again, I always like to give a few extra points to make a line. And then take your ID and make a line. Now for the other one, that 3y, all right, I don't get a lot of room here, so I'm just gonna do it off to the side. Okay, we gotta get the y by itself, so I'm gonna add over a 3x. It's a -3x, so I'm gonna add it over. And then I'm gonna divide everything by 3. Now when I divide everything by 3, I get this now in general form, or slope-intercept form. So the y-intercept in this case turns out to be at -1. So on the y-axis, -1. And my slope turns out to be at 1. So up 1, over 1. Play that slope game, find where it crosses the y-axis. And it will always cross at a nice point. I'm not going to give you something that doesn't cross at a nice point. So up 1, over 1, and there it is. Up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1. And where it crosses, where those two lines meet, is my solution. So my solution is located at 2, 1. Okay? On letter D. Now, on letter D, they give us a completely different graph that we've seen before. This is our quadratic graph. It's our U-shaped graph. It's a parabola. Now, we've been focusing on graphing two lines. It doesn't matter what you really graph. Where things intersect, it's the solution. So what we want to do here is, the graph below already is done for us, okay? They've already graphed this for you. We want to go graph the linear function y equals x minus 1. So like we've been doing, let's identify the y-intercept and the slope. So the y-intercept, -1, okay? We go down to -1 on the y-axis. And the slope, which in this case is 1/1, we play that slope game and figure out where it crosses the parabola, the quadratic U-shaped function. Up 1/1, and boom, it does. But keep playing that game, because if you can see what happens, it's eventually going to cross it at another point. So up 1/1, up 1/1, up 1/1, and there it is. It crosses the parabola at a second point. So here is an instance where I don't have one solution. I have two solutions, so give me both of those. 1, 0, and 4, 3. Okay? So when you're graphing two lines like we did on C, A, and B, the best you're going to get is one solution, one intersection. But when you get some different graphs going, like letter D here, with a parabola and a line, you could get more than one intersection. We could get two intersections. Now that's all we're going to get is two intersections, but those are just some extensions of what we're going to keep talking about throughout this year into next year.